Hello and welcome. Name's Derek, and I sell physical media on eBay. I make videos about that stuff. This is a What's Sold video, but enough to make one. Do what diddy. Stop the music. A, it's stuff going out. B, it's more stuff going out. I had hundreds of these. Bought like a big box from Goodwill up here in Menor years ago. Like $12, $18, maybe 250. 300 of these, I don't remember, because I had them listed in singles and then doubles and by fours, and throughout the years plenty of sold, but for the past couple years it's been two, and it's two for like $16-17. All right, so yesterday I went through my boxes of books, and there was one book that was not listed, and it was nothing. I looked it back up and it just went in my box for half price. So it was nothing really substantial. Anyhow, there were two books that needed to be put in the proper box. They were in an incorrect box, incorrect labeled box. One was in 26 and had to go in 36 or something like that. 42 and had to go in 32 or 22. It's something. And I think it was 32 and 22 because those numbers sit right beside each other. So if I'm typing 22, if I accidentally hit 32, so yeah, so all that, I didn't do any consolidating. I didn't take any of the ones that have toward the end and then put them in the beginning ones. I do need to, because it's what I started doing. And I ran out of boxes. I had two, because I did consolidate two boxes of DVDs, and I have two boxes like this empty somewhere, and I haven't used them for anything. They're somewhere, but I'm just putting the VHS in here like this. And then for here, if this is slid completely over, the box will fit right in between these ones. Matter of fact, can kind of, with some pressure. So, but with these, if I were to move these all the way over here, all right, but do that on the end. And I did that on the end. And these are just ones that were laying like this on the different crates. Somehow, some way, ones, I don't, so no room in the crates for Z. This one here probably doesn't have, yep, so it doesn't have a top, so I got to read it from the side. And Dead Man on Campus, Jaws, Camp Nowhere, Three Little Pigs, those ones I just got. So doing it like that isn't going to, well, it's not going to empty out the crates that I have those in. And I could get at least two more, and then an entire bottom shelf I have I can hold at least three more boxes on. And I put all the Blu-rays, or my Blu-ray container. Those are all in boxes, all different ones. So I'm trying to consolidate to where I can have that closet there to hold more shipping supplies or other things, because like doing all this calling and inventory, moving around and getting ready, it's not like I'm pulling everything down all in one day, and then that day I'm taking all these boxes up to the exchange and or up to wherever it's going, and then it's all finally said and done, and all I do is come back with a crate. It's a process, right? Because I still have to package in videos and still have to either get new listings or do sell similars and move stuff around and do this, and plus the other cars down at the shop. So anyhow, it's a What's Sold video. Let's find out the few that was sold. But it's a good amount. All right, so it's 5 for 283, 267 product costs received. Is there an international in here? There is not. Trying to see if someone paid extra for shipping. Nope, just an added tax on a handful of $100 items. But let's get to the point of this. All right, this Bible right here, this Seabury Common Prayer Hymnal Blue, I got this one and another one in another religious Bible that I just grabbed. I'm not even going to bother looking it up. It'll be in a fairly recent sourcing video because I've only had this one for maybe a week and a half. I don't remember. Did I get it when I was out in the Avon area? I just grabbed it. I was like, oh, no, I know these little leather pocket ones, most of them. The leather ones. But I got 59 for this pocket size gold gilt bigger Bible. Back to these spoons. Someone came in and got 5 sets of 2, which equals 10, which there's 10 there, and $70. Herbal childbearing year. All right, so that's just one of those. It's weird. It looks like another one of those run-of-the-mill 80s. It is. It's an 86. Like an 80s, you'd almost think that it was a like a adult, not that, a non-kids novel, adult, I don't know, fiction of some sort. But it isn't. It's actually nonfiction. It talks about childbearing years. And a scan, and they came up. They weren't really selling for that $19 mark. But here's the thing, that this time of year, check out the birth rate for end of July, August, and September. And try to figure out on what time frame the making happened. So someone's getting this in the middle of January. Maybe they know they had an interesting weekend holiday or a holiday time frame vacation. Words aren't working right. Something happened over the holidays, and somebody has a reason to need to be. I'm getting too elaborate with it. Somebody probably just likes the picture. The Seal, Nick at Night. It's a Wonderful Life. The record CD, $20. In years, drum roll. All right, no drum roll. Worm. Big Worm. Was that from Friday? This is Worm by Harry Adam Knight, doesn't it? Yep, Worm. So it does come up as a horror, right? Horror, if you see horror up here, not all books are going to have that, but some will. If you see it, grab it. Most likely it's going to be worth your while. So this book has that. So to get to the chase, I can continue talking. $99. And this book ain't one of them. And the sales aren't one of them. $99. 99. I got problems and sales aren't one of them. This video is all bass backwards. got this down at Thrift World. So it was most likely at most $1. Could have been 50 cents, could have been 25 cents, could have been 20 cents. But 99 bucks for this paperback. So to some, it would be Worm. You'd think that it maybe might be some fantasy or something, whichever it is. I didn't even really see that because that font is so small. And I'm looking at books from this far away, right? It's a good book. And it's going East Coast, so it'll be $4.60 to ship. That's with insurance, $4.64 or something to ship with insurance. Probably even a little less. It might be a tad less. These are ones that I got listed yesterday. If there's anything super decent in here. Some of these, again, so I took this down and added this signed one, John Wood signed. With that one, this is a different conductor. Marilyn Manson. I don't remember anything majorly high-end popping off. That Jack Frost is like 35, 40 bucks. Nothing major popping off. These need put away. So I keep them in order like that. So when I go into my listings, active, I'm just trying to eat time here. So I'm going to edit. So I'm going to try to keep this under 15, which it looks like I can. All right. So when I go into here, if I just listed it that day and I'm needing to put them away that day, then I'm not going to use the categories here because then I could just go by listed newest or listed soonest, and then it's going to be already right there. But if it's been a while or it's multiple page, actually right here I probably could. All right, Red Hot Chili Peppers right here. Then the next one, Andrea Bocelli. Next one, and I just keep on going down the line, and I get the CDs in the proper box. You know, where they would fit. So let's say Chili Peppers would fit right there. Put Chili Peppers in right there. Type in C27. No better time than the present. C27. I could probably get at least one more on the side here. I can get two more. Andrea and Bonnie Raitt. C24. Just by virtue of them being right here. There's two down. But if that wasn't the case, then I would just go in here. I'll go do that. Categories. And I'll just scroll down here to music or to music. And click that. And now I would be in the most recently listed CDs. And then anything that would have a blank SKU right here, I would find that in my stuff that needs to be put in a box, and there we go. All right. So that's the generic basis of that. So a little bit of a combobulation of words and thinking cohesion there. Point still stands. 5 things going out. An interesting $100 book, which I just relisted that one. So gonna wrap that one up. Look what you heard, look what you saw, look what you learned. We'll go with that. You know, it makes sense to keep talking about something that sold for $100. So if I remember right, this is a different graphic, and if I'm not remembering right, then it's just a book that there's not a lot of, and it's a common word used with a common color, black. Bart isn't. I don't see a lot of Bart stuff out there, but I do. Cool graphic, right? So it's this worm, and it looks like it might be in some sort of canal in some sort of subway, maybe. I don't know. Something horrible is crawling out of your worst nightmares. So these older things, although it may be a cat, you know, not really a catchy word, or not a catchy color, or not a catchy font, It's like, what's worm? Look it up. All right. Everything you going up, comment down below, subscribe, share. It's all free. It helped me, so I can help everybody. Appreciate it. Thank you.